Dejans, welcome back to the channel where we flex cardboard like it's fine art and justify it by calling it an asset so they can sleep better at night. Today we have a very interesting topic, and this is where we're going to explore the customization of gold foils. I've never really explored or talked about this topic before, but I'm actually a very sentimental person, and I wanted to talk about how being a collector and customizing your slabs, and this is something that many people don't know that I do with PCG, and it's something you want to explore as well, in order to kind of appreciate your art, your cards more. So one of the I would say the cold foils that's the most memorable one to me that I slabbed was actually my first ever armory win. It's not here with me, it's somewhere in my room, but I remember I actually slabbed it, and the person that I beat is actually the person that's holding the camera right now. And I was playing Phi, and he was playing Old Him, and then we were in like this 6-man armory, and when I won, I was like, I felt top of the world, and I actually slapped my first ever. Can you remember what the card was? It was this bow, right? Anyway, so, and then I slabbed it, and I named it like, you know, my first armory win or something. So one of the things that I have been doing, if you zoom in over here, in fact today we're joined with a very special guest. He might give some of his insights about card grading collecting, but we'll see. So today, if you take a look at some of these cards over here, I like to label them based on where they're won. So like this was from the Nats champ in Austria. Sometimes I may not know where it's from if I didn't buy it direct from the player, but I do my best to try and, if I can remember, especially if I played at it. So this was like, you know, the Malaysian battle hardened in Bali. This was the closest one I've ever been to winning one. It was in the finals. Well, that'll probably never happen in a long time again. But one of the things that we did here today, so I just got back this submission from PCG, and I took it. Oh no. I was just gonna say the big one was looking at Mask of Momentum if we actually hit, but I can actually the answer's already revealed over here. It's a silver slab, which means it's not a 9.5, and I was trying to save it for the last one, so I turned everything over, but the cat is out of the bag. So I sent a bunch of submissions. This was from Battle Hardened in Bangkok, in Kobe, anyway, so this was a special one because maybe I should like hide it like this. Okay, so this was from Lucas Oswald. I was actually very excited about this because this was from the first ever Living Legends calling in Chicago, and I bought this from Lucas Oswald. So one of the things that I actually started doing now is I started putting the names of the person who won the card as part of the slab. I think this customization makes it more meaningful. I know that not everybody wants to do this because sometimes if a person's a flipper, they might feel like it makes it harder to sell. But that's not why I collect gold foils. So this one here is very, very sad. So anyway, let's try to see why it's... Yeah, okay, so centering wise, I do believe that the back centering was a little, I don't know if it's hard to see with the glare, but centering's a 9. The corners, I don't know, edges 9.5, surface, it's hard to tell with the surface. So in our last 2 videos, when I was opening the Kabuto and all, I was maybe a little bit rough with it, so who knows what will happen. But let's take a look at the rest, okay? So this is already a very sad start for the channel. Mask of Momentum, one of the grails. So I wanted to put this up with the rest of the grails. But it looks like a 9, so I gotta start looking for more Mask of Momentums in the market. Let's see what else we have, okay? So this Kabuto here was from Vespa. So if you take a look at the engraving here, we have Jung 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 Vespa Jung Jung Jung. Okay. I might get cancelled before this channel even gets a logo over here, but it's all love. Vespa knows that I love him. So Vespa has sold me a couple of gold foils. And this is one of the cards that we used in the previous video as an example. And guess what, guys? LSS heard us. So right now we are getting Gold Falls extended art, okay? Starting with High Seas next. So the next big event from Taipei onwards, apparently Gold Falls extended art is going to be there. I'm pretty sure they already probably had this in, it was probably in the works. It's not something that's rolled out overnight. But we will take all credit for it being Gold Fall extended art from this point forth. So I think this is now a beautiful, I'm going to be doing this for all the cards moving forward, which is engraving the names in the card. I think it makes it more meaningful, and that way I also can remember the event a whole lot better, because I like to remember the event. So this was from Kobe that I personally played at. So next one is the Traverse. So this Traverse is from Belleharden, Geneva. I did not go to this event. I bought it from somebody else. I've not met this person, but congratulations. Is it Enki? Enki. So this was the card that you got. I'm not sure if you ever knew, but if you were at Belleharden, Geneva and you won this match, this was your card that you won. Mask of Deceit. This is from Belleharden, Bangkok. Oh yeah, so Vespa defended his title in his home ground once again, or for the first time, I believe. And this was the two examples that we used that, it shouldn't be the case that Gold Falls extended art, exists, but Gold Fall doesn't. I'm trying my best not to look at this. Next we have Dragon Scalar Flight Path. So this was from Belleharden, Dublin. The person who won it was Martin Holick. So Martin, this was the card that you got from Dublin. And finally, the last card we have is what? The Crown of Dominion. You know what, guys? I would have happily traded all of these for 8.5s in order for this from me and I. Anyways, so if you ever want to customize your slab, I think that this is a great way. This is something that I really like that PCG did, that the other companies don't necessarily do. I think it makes the event or the cards more meaningful. So this was from Alan Lau when he top 8 at the Colin Kobe. So this is, I'm going to resubmit probably all of my slabs, the ones that I remember who won, just to, they don't charge a fee whereby you have to pay for the whole thing again. It's like a reslab fee, just so that I can, remember who won it, and it makes it a lot more meaningful as well. So anyway, let me know if you like these type of, unboxing PCG graded slab videos. Man, still a little bit sad about this. Let's take a look. Let's try to go a little bit close up and see. Maybe it's the speck over here, I'm not sure. But centering, corners, yada yada. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Probably my next one might be when we are in Taiwan. We'll see. But let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on graded slabs and customization.